Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, it's Monday. Have you had your cup of coffee yet? If not, go ahead and get it. Get you some cream and sugar in there. If you don't want to use sugar, you can always use agave. If you don't want to use agave, just go ahead and pick whatever suits you best, alright? But today's topic is admitting we may not be perfect. So I guess I'll kind of harp on myself a little bit for this session. Um, like once again, like I said a minute ago, I'm not perfect. I may strive to be, but the reality of it is, I'm not 100% perfect. Will I ever be 100% perfect? Most likely not. But it's always good to just strive for the best. Now, a few years ago, there's times I may not always say the right thing. I might not always do the right thing. Sometimes I might realize it at that moment. And to be honest with you, sometimes I don't. And it could be days later, weeks later, months later. Sometimes it might even be a year or two to where I come to the realization that, I was wrong. I was at fault, and whatever the situation might have been or how things played out, it's due to my actions. Now, a few years ago, might have said some things to someone that might not have been right, and kind of took the friendship to a different level, and kind of made situations a little tense when they really have to be. And over time, I realized that one day I'm gonna have to make it right. Days pass, weeks pass, months pass, but that doesn't mean that I forgot about it. And hold on just a second. Doesn't mean I forgot about it, but I always kept in my mind that if God ever gave me a chance to make it right, I would do so accordingly. When it would be, I didn't know. Always wondered, should I set out to make it right, or if it's ever going to get to that point to where I'm able to make it right, will God just put it in place and let it bring forth, let it come forth? Got flies and stuff out here. I'm by the beach. Please excuse that. All right, back to the topic. So yesterday, I received a message from the individual that I knew I would have to make it right with one of these days. And the person contacted me. I was kind of surprised, and I was like, okay, should I reply, or should I just let it go and just move on? But if I moved on, it would still be in my mind as to, will there ever be a day when I will be able to strip myself and say, I'm sorry. What I said was wrong. So we messaged each other, and I didn't take that initial moment, but I know that it will come. Therefore, I'm glad that God allowed a door to be opened, because whether it be soon or whether it be a little while later, the door has been opened for me to make it right. Now, if there's anyone watching this that may think of the situation that they might be in with someone, and you might also be wondering if you'll have to make it right. And I'll tell you, if you haven't, just stand strong. The day will come. And if you're not sure how, at the moment that it should be done, God will help you with it. Point blank. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to stress yourself out about it. It will happen in due time. And there's some other things in my life that I've seen that have worked out in due time. But in the moment, feelings and emotions is kind of taking over. But I guess some might say time heals all, and some might not agree with that, but I guess we just gotta let it take its course. So if that's you out there and you need to make it right with someone, just be open to the idea of one day making it right. And it will come at the time that it's supposed to. Okay? So until then, stay strong, stay focused, stay encouraged. And at the same time that you're doing that, do it for someone else too. Encourage someone else, because it's the art of exchange. We're not on this earth to just do everything for ourselves, be by ourselves, and be alone and advance by ourselves. It's all we got to do it for someone else. We got to either bring someone else along with us or help bring someone up. But I want to thank you for taking the time to listen and watch this video in its entirety. Okay? Um, I'm just feeling grateful right now, y'all. I really am, because it was like a weight on me. And everyone knows when days, months, and years pass, if there's a weight on you about something, you can still be living. You can still be pushing forward. But when you're alone and you got a lot to think about, you got time to think, and it's quiet, it's gonna come back to you. It's gonna replay in your mind. Okay? So remember, stay encouraged. Peace.